first reason why people quit the dreams is fear of failure.
Fear of failure. Yes.
Fear. People are afraid of the challenges. People are afraid of not meeting of expectation.
Excellent. So fear of failure, people are afraid of doing things, okay? So people should be courageous, should be brave to do the things that they want to achieve in life, okay? So I tell you a story about a little player, okay, who was born with a disease, hormone change disorder. His body refuses to grow. So this player, instead of saying that other players are taller than me, other players are faster, other players are fitter than me, he focuses on other skills to develop himself. He focuses on a skill called dribbling. Dribbling, okay? It's like a skill to move while controlling the ball from other players to take it from you, okay? So when you have a broken pencil, you need to do what? To sharpen it. You need to sharpen it. So this player managed to develop his skills and was nicknamed by the press the flea. What does it mean, the flea in Arabic? Yes, was nicknamed the flea, and this player is Leo Messi, and he became a famous star in the football world. Okay? Another reason why do people quit their dreams? Yes?
Burnout.
Burn out. Burn out. So it's like feeling tired. Yes. What do you can you explain?
People become tired and burned out.
Yes.
And people may face stress and pressure.
Yes, it's known that if you want to achieve something good in your life, you will face challenges, you will face stress, you will face pressure. But to win it, to become a winner, okay, to achieve your dream, you have to beat these challenges. You have to gain confidence. You have to crush what self-doubts and all the negative thoughts. What else?
Lack of support. People don't receive emotional support from family and friends.
Yes, it's important to have support from people who surround you. So make sure to surround yourself with positive people. If you have friends or you have parents that who feed you with negative thoughts, okay, you have to get rid of these people, okay, and not to wait to let them get out of the door. You have to throw them out of the window, okay. Okay, another reason.
Lack of self-confidence.
Yes, lack of self-confidence. Yes.
People don't trust themselves. People don't trust their abilities.
Yes, people don't trust themselves, and also people don't trust their abilities. So self-confidence plays an important role in making people achieving their dreams. Okay? Next. What else? You want to add?
Self-doubt.
Yes, self-doubt. What's the silent letter of doubt?
P.
P. Good job. The silent letter is B. What about self-doubt? Can you explain it?
People compare themselves with others, and people doubt their abilities.
Yes. So about self-doubt, okay, people shouldn't compare themselves with others. Why people shouldn't compare themselves with others? Why it's dangerous? Why it's not good? You can tell me. Yes.
Because everyone have ability different than others.
Yes. Everyone has different abilities from others. Okay. And you know, comparison is not good, because when you compare yourself with others, you become less satisfied in your life. You feel yourself inferior, okay, to others. So our culture, sadly and unfortunately, our culture enforces or promotes the idea of comparison. So, you know, when you are a kid at home, your mom tells you that look at your cousin, he gets a better grade than you. So it's like rooted in our culture, and this is something bad. And when their cousin travels or moves abroad, and this kid goes to his mom and tells her that, look at my cousin, he traveled and I want to travel. The mom complains and says, but we do our best to afford what we can on the table, to provide on the table. So comparison, if the mom or the mother doesn't accept comparison, why does she make the comparison for the kids? Okay? So comparison is really, really dangerous. It makes people feel themselves, they are not confident, they are not capable, they are not competent to do the things that they can do. Yes, make you feel negative inside, make you feel negative inside. Okay, so comparison is really dangerous, and we shouldn't compare ourselves to others. Next, what else? Do you have something to say about why people quit their dreams? Okay,
No.
I want to tell you to end this with a story. Inside of us, inside of every human being, there are two wolves. Okay, one wolf is brave and tells you to do things. The other wolf is afraid and tells you not to do things. He tells you to give up on things. Okay, so they are in constant battle. What does it mean, battle?
Mark.
Yes, they're in constant battle. And which wolf will win this battle? What do you think? Which wolf? Which wolf will win this battle?
First one,
Which one the first wolf?
the strong one, and the
If you are a believer, if you believe in your abilities, if you trust yourself, if you listen to what you can do, the first wolf will win. Okay? But if you are a person who has self-doubt, a person who compares himself with others, what? You'll become what? Not a winner, you'll become what?
loser.
A loser. You'll become a loser. Okay? So the wolf you feed inside you, the person you become. Okay? The person you become. Okay. Moving to the second topic about teenagers, and we said that a teenager is a person aged from 13 to 19. Okay? Teenagers are known that they are tough to manage, and they experience different emotions from other adults and kids. What emotions do teenagers experience? What emotions? What feelings? What changes happen to teenagers in this period of life?
Hormone.
Hormone changes. Hormone changes. What else? Mood swings. What does it mean, mood swings in Arabic? Mood swings. Excellent. Mood swings. What also?
Emotional roller coaster.
Emotional roller coaster. So teenagers experience hormone changes, emotional roller coaster, and mood swings. Okay, so they are tough to manage because of that. They are tough to manage. Okay, so parents should know that and should raise the awareness of their teenagers about these changes. And teenagers also have the responsibility not to do many things, many bad things. What things shouldn't teenagers do in their life?
Comparison.
Yes, comparison.
Teenagers shouldn't compare their lives with what see in the social media.
Excellent. Teenagers shouldn't compare their lives with what they see on social media. Everything that you see in social media is fake. Okay, it's not real. It's not real. Okay, so when you have a teenager in a family house, okay, and he wakes up late at 9 a.m. in the morning, and his parents put the breakfast on the table. He refuses to eat. He wants what? What does he want? He doesn't want hummus and falafel. He wants what? He wants a floating table. Yes.
A swimming pool
Yes.
in the sky.
Yes, in a swimming pool or in a sky pool. So he compares his real life with what he sees on social media. And this is wrong. This is wrong, of course. Okay, another thing.
Self-control. Teenagers shouldn't overreact to situation. Teenagers shouldn't amplify their feeling of love and sadness.
Excellent. Teenagers shouldn't overreact to situations, and teenagers shouldn't amplify their feelings of sadness and love. Okay? So teenagers should know that they should accept the pain and never complain. Okay? So when you accept the pain, okay, you know there are some challenges ahead of you, and you should overcome them, and you should become a stronger person, because a stronger person becomes strong because he overcomes many things in life. Okay? What else? Yes. About driving. What can you say about driving? You know, teenagers like to drive their cars. They dream of having a luxurious car. Okay, what?
People shouldn't overspeed.
Yes, teenagers. We're talking about teenagers.
Teenagers.
Teenagers shouldn't overspeed, because speed itself, okay, if we talk about speed is really dangerous, and it makes risky accidents, okay? It can kill you. It can kill you. And they also should avoid what? overspeed. They shouldn't overspeed. Yes.
Teenager shouldn't avoid traffic signal.
Yes. Teenagers shouldn't avoid traffic signals
And
because
do.
yes, because they don't have a driving license. Okay, they don't know how to drive. So I tell a story. I was driving my car in the roundabout. What does it mean roundabout?
The war.
Yes, roundabout. And I was circulating, and I have the right way. But a reckless driver, he was a teenager, okay? He crossed me, okay? And was really, really dangerous. An accident was about to happen there, okay? So teenagers should be aware that if I don't have a driving license, okay, I don't have to steal the key of my father's car. Because they do it, and I see people, they do it, I see teenagers, they do it. And parents should be aware of, should be more responsible, that don't let their kids or their teenagers drive their car, okay? I understand you have mood swings, I understand you can experience emotional roller coaster, but that doesn't justify that you can do something without having, let's say, without you having a driving license, okay? What does it mean, driving license? Yes, driving license, without having a driving license. Okay, moving to the third topic, okay, about monitoring teenagers' phones, okay? Parents are motivated by wish to protect their teenagers from harm or cyberbullying. But does that give them the right to monitor their teenagers' phones all the time? What do you think? Are you with the motion or against the motion? I start with you.
I'm with the motion because parents should monitor their teenager phone because it's safety.
Yes.
Because protect him from harm and cyberbullying.
Yes, so he's with the motion because he thinks that safety is really, really important and the parents should protect their kids from cyberbullying and online harm. Okay, so also who is with the motion, with the idea that parents should monitor their teenagers? Yes?
I will the motion responsibility.
Yes.
Parents have the right and power to guide their kids. Parents should encourage their teenagers
To do good things, okay? To do good things. So he's saying about I'm with the motion, he's with the idea to monitor teenagers' phones because parents have the responsibility to guide, okay? To guide their teenagers from what's good and from what's bad. And also, when we say about responsibility and parents should be responsible, parents should be a model, a role model to their teenagers. So they have to practice what they preach, okay? I want my kid or I want my teenager to take things from me. I don't have to give him orders, don't do this, don't do that, but rather I'd be a role model to him. I'd be a role model to him. So you are against the motion, okay? So if you are against the motion, how can you defend it? Yes.
Privacy.
Yes, privacy.
Parent should respect my privacy.
Yes.
Teenager should have a privacy.
Yes, okay. Look, he's against the motion because he's talking about privacy and how important is privacy to teenagers and all people in life. Okay, but I want to respond to that. Okay, there is a difference between privacy and secrets. What does it mean secrets? Privacy and secrets. We said secrets, make me win. Secrets. Okay, secrets is like something you want to hide. Okay? Something you want to hide. Something you don't want to tell. Something. Yes, that's it. That's it. Something you don't want to tell to others. Okay? So, look, there's a difference between privacy and secrets. Privacy is having your own place. Okay? I want to use Facebook when I'm alone. I understand that. But secrets is a different thing. It's something you want to hide. For example, I don't know who are your friends. I don't know who you're texting. I don't know who you're chatting with. I don't know where you're to go. So there's a difference, a big difference between privacy and secrets. Okay? So this is, I want to say this is not a valid argument. Okay? It's a void argument to say that parents shouldn't monitor their teenagers because the right of privacy. Okay, we all have privacy. We all have a private life, but there's a difference. I told you between secrets and privacy. Okay, okay, but they say the middle road is the golden road. Okay, so we should have balance. And at the end of the day, I'm not a police officer. Okay, I want to check my teenager's phones. It's not like that. It's like if I pick up the phone of my teenager and he freaks out, don't touch my phone, don't touch my phone, okay? So I know he's doing something wrong. I know he wants to hide something from me. Is this privacy?
No.
No, it's not privacy. This is not privacy. If I touch your phone or I want to take a selfie, okay, with your phone and you start shouting or screaming, this is not privacy. It's about how you react, okay? So privacy, I understand you, Ahmed, that you can take your phone, okay, and you go to other room and use Facebook and use whatever app you want to use, okay? So this is what privacy. But if you want to hide everything about me, if you don't want me to know anything about you, this is not privacy, okay? There are many secrets you hide, okay? And you know, people who hide secrets, okay, they don't others want to know what they're doing, right?
Right.
Okay,